Hey VC, Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. As I mentioned in my last video, I went fishing with my crate digging buddy Ridge. What a great day it was. Mild, it was overcast, there was no wind out in the water here in southern Vancouver Island. So we were just fishing very close to town. Didn't go very far, but man, what a day. We got 5 fish in the boat. We were fishing for springs, late winter springs, and a spring salmon is a local term for a Chinook salmon. And my buddy got a beautiful fish in the boat, about 20 pounds. Fantastic, what a fight. Great day for all you fishermen out there. Anyways, I am going to show some of the records I bought in that record collection I bought. Just about in between 450 to 500 records. Works out to about 60 cents a piece. I've been struggling with how to kind of present these, so I am just going to start with the first crate. I promise that I'm not going to do a crate at a time. This will be part 1. I will number them and I will not do a series of them. I will intersperse these videos with other videos that I do. So it'll probably take me maybe 3 weeks to get through this stuff and show you the stuff. A lot of stuff is going to go to Salvation Army. I'm not going to bother showing any of that stuff. But, well, let's just get started. First record, Jerry Lee Lewis. The Session, recorded in London with guest artists. Jerry Lee Lewis is the killer. I see this record around a lot, but it's beat to hell. This record is in pretty good condition. Cover is a little bit pooched there, but it is a fold out. It's got the inners still in there. Yeah, I love Jerry Lee Lewis. I love his country stuff. A lot of rock and roll stuff. He does some standards on here. He does some of his own songs on here. Who is on here that you might recognize? B.J. Cole, Rory Gallagher, Peter Frampton, Joe Jammer, Kenny Jones, Mickey Jones, Albert Lee and Alvin Lee, etc., etc., etc. I think when Jerry Lee comes to town and they invite you to play a session with him, you could not say no. He's one of the pioneers of rock and roll. Really happy to have this. 60 cents, did I mention? Copy of the movie soundtrack, Jesus Christ Superstar. Again, the records are in fantastic shape. It still has, it has the booklet still inside. Comes with the lyric sheet. Sorry, where the heck is the lyric sheet? It's on this side here. Close this up for a second. Sorry, folks. Give me a second here. Pull it out. It's got the lyric sheet. I've already got a copy of this, so any of these records that I say that I'm iffy on, let me know. I'll happily VCLT some of these to you. Just let me know what you want, and I'll see what I can do. Next up, copy of Cher, Half-Breed, sealed, still in the shrink, as they say. Minty mint, I'm sure. I bought a Cher record at the record fair in October, and although the orchestration, etc., is pretty lush, she's got a great voice. She killed it. So I expect the same on this, and this is on MCA Records. Date on that's probably about 1973 or so. Typical of collections, you get Golden Oldies number 17, Kansas City, Hey Schoolgirl, Tom and Jerry, Neil Sedaka, The Cadets, The Jesters, you know, oldie stuff from the 50s. Still in good condition. 4 records together I'm going to show you. These are Latvian folk albums. Don't know. This and this. Not even going to even attempt to give you the titles of these records. And this. And Music of Latvia, Volume 2. So, interesting stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to play them, and we'll see. Getting to more mainstream stuff. How about 10cc? Rubber Bullets. Still, Godley and Creme was still with the band here. I think they did their best stuff with Godley and Creme. 10cc, Rubber Bullets. Again, excellent shape. All these records in this crate are at least from VG to near mint. The Boomtown Rats. A Fine Art of Surfacing. Of course, this has got the I Don't Like Mondays on it, their big hit. Broke them through in the North American market. I don't think they ever did anything that equaled that after that. Band I'm not familiar with, 80s stuff, Boy Meets Girl, and this is Real Life. Mint Condition. How about Mr. Mister? Again, I don't even recognize the hits that come off these records, but I'm sure that when I do actually put them on the turntable, I will recognize some of this music. Recognize this stuff here. This was a huge album, Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. I think this was just re-released this year, wasn't it, or last year? 60 cents, mint condition. I mean, look at it, there's not a mark on it. I've been getting, I'm not the biggest Blondie fan, but I've been picking up like 3 or 4 of their records lately and stuff I've been buying cheap. This is one that I don't have, Eat to the Beat, Blondie, again, great condition. I mean, look at it, just fantastic. How about Laura Branigan, Self-Control? Is Laura Branigan in the Bangles or Go-Go Girls, or not the Go-Go Girls, the Go-Go's? I'm not sure what band she was, but this is, I think, her first solo record. How about some Hall & Oates live? I'm a big Hall & Oates fan, actually, and this is done with David Ruffin and Eddie Kendricks of The Temptations. Fantastic soul record. The Blue-Eyed Soul with some Brown-Eyed Soul. Another Hall & Oates that I did not have. This was a huge hit for them. Big Bam Boom. Did so many videos off of this. Kind of drove me not to buy it, but part of the collection, so happy to have it. How about some Bill Haley and the Comets? It's on Pickwick Records, so another cheapy outfit. It's Bill Haley on stage. Razzle Dazzle, Johnny Be Good, The Saints of Rock and Roll, Guitar Boogie, Rock This Joint. Oh, God. Bill Haley. Tribute to a great rock and roller. Another Bill Haley. And this is called Rockin' Around the Clock. Of course, it's got that signature song. Fantastic condition again. Something a little different. Mungo Jerry in the Summertime. That was their big hit. Somebody showed this 3 or 4 weeks ago. Didn't show this record, but they showed a Mungo Jerry record, and they were kind of raving about it. We shall see. Tribute band, Sha Na Na. Rock and roll is here to stay. Of course, Sha Na Na was in Woodstock, and they made a lot of money after that, that's for sure. Kind of look like Frankie Goes to Hollywood, I think. These kind of remind me of that kind of era. Cheesy mustaches, gold lame suits. That's an easy record to find, but to find it in good shape like that is very unusual. How about some Ian Dury and the Blockheads? This is Do It Yourself. I think this was his second album that was released in North America. Hit me with your rhythm sticks on this, I think. Great record. I already have a copy, so that might be an upgrade. Boots Randolph, Yakety Sax, Yakety Revisited. 2-record set. Again, this might not be staying in the collection. I might give it away, or if you're interested, it's there for the asking. Manfred Mann. I never find Manfred Mann records in good condition, and this is my little red book of winners. Singles from the 60s. Again, it is... A lot of these records don't have inner sleeves, and so I'm really surprised at the condition of the records. This is on Ascot Records. Like, it is just clean, clean, clean. Another Manfred Mann record, and this is Manfred, it's called Man-Made Hits, excuse me. Manfred Mann with Paul Jones. It does have their hits, Do-Wah Diddy, Pretty Flamingo, Sha-La-La, My Little Red Book. Manfred Mann. Again, no inner, great condition. Pointer Sisters, 12-inch. Jump for My Love. I guess that was a big hit single for them. And again, the instrumental on the other side. 12-inch, mint condition. Talking about the Pointer Sisters, their album Energy. Fire is on here, I recognize that. The Bruce Springsteen number, 1978, Planet Records. Another Pointer Sisters record called Contact. Again, mint condition, still has the inner. Happy to see this. I already have this record. The record itself is mint. There is a little bit of damage on the spine, but this is the Kinks, Word of Mouth from 1984. Well, one of their Arista records. I prefer the RCA stuff and the Pi stuff, but pretty good record, pretty solid. I always thought this was like a bubblegum band. Still do. It's a sweet Desolation Boulevard. People love this record, and this is in great condition. I see them all the time, just beat to hell. I mean, there is some ring wear on that, but that's fine. Of course, Ballroom Blitz, Sweet FA, Fox on the Run. They were monsters after this, sold a lot of records. This one just flew off the shelves when I was working in the record store in the mid-70s. This is the Eurythmics. Missionary Man is on here. Again, a band that I never had any in the last month or so, month or 2 months. I've picked up 2 of their other records. I don't mind them, actually. Yeah, maybe the last, this is 1986, maybe the last record they recorded together. Getting close anyways. Talking about the Go-Go's, Beauty and the Beat. Everybody knows this record. It's well loved. I always thought they were, I don't know, they're a pop band, they're fine. Again, mint condition. Great record. This is sort of where I got off the Bruce Springsteen train when he released Born in the USA. He became a stadium rocker after that. Just so successful. I followed his career while he was a struggling artist. Yeah, he was a struggling artist for a long time. He almost lost his contract with CBS Records. I don't know, about the third record or so. He wasn't making hits, but producing great records. But I'm actually happy to have this because the singles on this just got so overplayed. I just got so tired of them. But happy to have it in the collection. It's mint. I have a copy of this. I got another collection. This record was in here, and it is an EP called Santa Esmeralda, starring Leroy Gomez. I have heard it. I can't remember what it was like, but this one will probably not be staying in the collection. And for Vinyl Richie, I'm going to show some Casey and the Sunshine Band. This is just self-titled. It's part 3, actually. I don't recognize any of the songs. I'm sure that there was a couple of hit singles coming off of this. Again, mint condition. Record is a little bit worn on the edges, but the album is mint. How about some more Casey and the Sunshine Band? This one just flew off the shelves in the mid-70s. That's the Way is on there. Boogie Shoes, Get Down Tonight. Those are the 2 big hits off of here. White disco music from Florida. Just kind of a goofy, fun record. Casey and the Sunshine Band. How about some Phil Collins? No Jacket Required. Phil Collins just had so much damn exposure in the late 80s. He was just everywhere, in movies, records with Genesis, solo material. He was just all over the radio, and again, I got sick of it. I got one of his previous albums, the one that he recorded or released before this, and I put it on, and I hadn't heard any of it for such a long time. It was quite pleasurable, so I expect this one is going to be the same. Again, great condition. Near mint. How about some Cyndi Lauper? This is her first record, She's So Unusual. Again, an MTV staple. Kind of like her, actually. It's kind of a guilty pleasure, but I've never had any of her records, so happy to have this one. Great condition. I have to stop saying that. It's self-evident that they're in great condition. Cyndi Lauper's second record, I think this is her second record. Great song, True Colors. I've always loved that song. Cyndi, great performer. Kind person as well, I think. Canadian band that I never had in my collection. Tom Cochran's band before he went solo. Red Rider. Walking the Fine Lines on here. I don't recognize any of the songs on here, but I've got a couple more to show you. What can I say? You know, it's got all of it. It's got the inners. How about Red Rider? As far as the Siam, Lunatic Fringe is on here. Probably maybe their best-selling record is Red Rider. Inner, complete with Inner, and another Red Rider record, Don't Fight It. That was the big hit single off of this. He had a pretty strong solo career after this as well. Don't Fight It. White Hot is another big hit off of here. Clean. It's got the Inner. One of the biggest selling records of all time. Of course, I've already got a copy of this, but this is a nice, clean copy, so it'll make a great, great gift. Carole King's Tapestry. Everybody knows this record, or not. Carole King's follow-up to that, I think it was a follow-up, and this is Carole King music. I just played this the other night. I got a copy a month ago. I bought it at the record fair for $2. This is a fine follow-up. Of course, didn't sell as well as Tapestry, but she sold a few of these as well. We're getting to the end, folks. That was some Duran Duran. I don't have any Duran Duran in my collection. This, of course, it has Rio in it and Hungry Like the Wolf. I've always loved that song. These things go for a pretty penny now, considering they sold millions and millions of them. This is Duran Duran, 7 on the Ragged Tiger. I don't know where this fits in their discography, but it's in 1983, so pretty early in their discography. They were making those very, very expensive, elaborate videos. Of course, they had a lot of money behind them. Another Canadian band, Katrina and the Waves. This is called Waves. I think this was the follow-up to the album that had Walking on Sunshine. I don't recognize any of the songs on here. Maybe when I play it, I'll recognize a few, but this does not have an inner, but it is in perfect shape. Billy Ocean, another 80s big star. It's called Love Zone. And I recognize this song. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. What year is this? 1986. So big 80s production style, big booming drums, bass right up front. For you soundtrack lovers, how about the soundtrack to Flashdance? Huge hits off of here. What a Feeling's on here. Maniac, of course. Again, it is there's a little bit of rub wear here on the edge, but I'm sure that it is from being stored in the old milk crates. If you're a young collector, don't put your records in milk crates because they destroy them. Another band that I don't have any of, very, very successful, all over the radio. Huey Lewis in the News, and this is called Small World. Another Huey Lewis in the News, autographed by Karen. It's called 4. I don't recognize any of the songs, but I'm sure that they had a few hits off of here because Huey Lewis and the News, who used to be the Clovers, sold a lot of records. Maybe their biggest record, Huey Lewis and the News, Sports, Heart of Rock and Roll, I Want a New Drug, If This Is It. Very overplayed record, but you know, great condition. Check out the inner. And last, well, coming over 20 minutes, so this was a long one. Shakin' Stevens, Get Shaken. Don't recognize any of these songs, but he is an old rockabilly kind of guy. Not an old guy, he's a young guy from England. Excuse me. I think I read that Shakin' Stevens was the biggest selling artist in the UK in the 1980s. Certainly released a lot of records. He was very popular on television, etc. Shakin' Stevens. I have one of his records. I bought it for $1, and it had Green Door on it. Great version of Green Door. So that's it for my first crate. Thank you so much for sticking around if you stuck to the end. I hope you enjoyed those. Like I said, I am going to be maybe a little more selective next time I show these records in maybe a week or so. Hope everybody's doing well. I am going to be doing a thread from my buddy Mike Kelly from MGK Boston, a spelling thread, and then I'm going to do some more alphabet threads. So I will see you again sometime next week. Again, thank you for watching. Give me a like. Got a comment? You want one of these records? Let me know. I'll see what I can do. Cheers, guys. See you later.